Hey guys, so I bought a set of Weathertech mats for my car, and as you can see, here's the box. And I've used Weathertech in a lot of the cars that I've owned in the past, and they do absolute wonders. Now, I drive a 2020 Civic Si, and I know Honda makes a set, and there's other companies that I've seen ads for online recently that make a set, but nothing compares to using a WeatherTech mat. So I bought just the front mats, and it comes with two. It comes with one for the driver's side, one to the passenger side. And the one on the driver's side actually uses the same mounting spots that the factory carpet attaches to. So I'll show you that once I'm installing it in the vehicle. But I wanted to do a quick unboxing to show you what it comes with. There's really not much, and you don't need much. So on top we have one of the floor mats. Now I can tell right off the bat that this floor mat is going to be the passenger side, because it doesn't have two holes right here to attach it to the ground, and WeatherTech does that so that way when you're putting the mat on the ground, you don't have it sliding around, because the last thing you want is the mat sliding up and going between the pedal and the back or getting stuck or anything like that. So it's really just a safety feature. On the other one, you'll see that there's two mounting points, one here and one down here. So this is going to be the driver's side one, and as you can see, every little curve and shape of the car is in this mat. It really is to protect the whole footwell of your car. Quality of them is absolutely amazing. They're not very heavy, but they have a little bit of weight to them for being a plastic and rubber mat. Of course, you get the authentic WeatherTech badge on each one of them. And you know, I actually had a set of these in my car previously that I've had for years, and they held up great. But when I bought them, one of the clips that was on this side right here, you see how this can't come out? It's being held in by this white grommet down here. On the one that I got originally, it didn't have the white grommet, so I didn't realize it was supposed to have the white grommet. But every time I went in for a car wash and they pulled the floor mat out to clean it and things like that, the little piece would go flying, and then when I got to the end, I'd have to say, hey, you lost this piece, we got to go find it. They'd spend 10 minutes looking in the car wash for it and eventually find it, and I'd put it back in place. So when I started going to the car wash, I would just unlock this little piece, pull it out, put it in my pocket. That way they could pull this out and not have to worry about like losing this piece or anything like that. And after a while I was like, you know what, let me call WeatherTech and see what they can do. So I actually asked them to send me just a new grommet. I didn't ask them to send me all new mats, but I got an email from them and said, hey, your order's being shipped. I got the FedEx email that it was shipped, and they said 7 pounds. So I was like, why is a little tiny grommet going to be 7 pounds? Well, it's because they sent me a whole new box of 2 mats. So I'm really excited to put these in the car, and I'll show you how easy it is to do that. Alright guys, so as you can see, I actually still have the old mats in my car, and they're holding up great. They're a little dirty, don't mind that. But if you see, you have this little clip right here, and this is what you lock and unlock. So when it's locked, you can't pull it up. When it's unlocked, you can pull it right up. So they have these on both sides. And this side, you could see this piece came out. So this is what started this whole thing, because now there's just a big hole. If you go to lock it, it's not locking into anything. So you need to have this grommet in here to hold it in place. Not the end of the world, but I emailed them hoping to send me a new one of these with the back piece on it, and they ended up sending me whole new mats. So we're gonna take the old one out, put it on the ground. walk back here. And then we'll just slide this into place. Now, if you get this right, it should slide under your gas pedal, slide up all around the pedals, and go perfectly into place. And as you can see, you press down, turn them, and lock it into place just like that. So it covers the whole footwell. It even puts a piece right here to cover where your footrest is. Covers the whole sides. Absolute flawless fit. And that's what I really like about WeatherTech, is just all their stuff is laser cut and it's just absolutely perfect. So we're gonna rock around to the back of the car, pick up the passenger side one. And as you can see, I still have the old mat, so I'm just gonna put this all the way back to make it easier. This one just pops out. And the new piece goes right in and sits into place. And even though this one doesn't get attached to the car, you can still see it's a perfect fit. It just hugs every piece of this car. And it contains every mess. You can spill water on it if you have muddy boots, anything. Now they do make it for the back seat also. So it would go in the back and then it covers the whole hump and the other side. But I didn't buy them, and honestly you could see that the floor is flawless in the back because no one sits back here. So if you're gonna work with WeatherTech, I highly recommend it. They do an amazing job. They have amazing customer service. And I don't really see a reason why you wouldn't. Now these cost me about $180. But I've had to replace interior carpet before. It cost me way more than $180. So when you lease a car, when you buy a car, whatever you do, you really need to protect your investment. And that's exactly what the WeatherTech does.